fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Keep playing hard.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some space here. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
59. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 59's Mike. 59. 3.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. That's caught by Howard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Even. 4 down. Even. 1. 28. Where are they, team? Squish, double. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
All day, baby, all day.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Say. 1. 66. Bullet high.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. 1. We got double up. You gonna take. 1. You got tight right there. 3. 4 big. Motion.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
59. Let's put him on the clutches. Let's put that team on the hook. Switch. 3. One. Scene 6. Check. You know it. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check 59. One. 59. Mike to 59. I hope you brought your weapon.
To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's coming. Check in. Here we go, Gears. Down south. Mike 28. Stay with your man. Mike 28. You. One.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Strong left. Hey, we got 3.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota, that's taken in by Callaway. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Watch the twitch.
From the red zone now, Mariota forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Pollard going to try the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Watch the run. They're running, man. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Alpha. Mike 51. Mike 51. All right. One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. These two teams all tied after one. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Mariota to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, pick it up, Jim. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his man. It's Williams. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
1st down, Brissett. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Calhoun. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now Brissett on 4th down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Brissett now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. From the red zone now, Brissett got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. It's Coleman here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Check. Watch out. Check it back. One. Three.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, baby. He's checking. Crash. Show it up.
Throwing. Brissett. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A loss of 12.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Destin Hopkins set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
For Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, Lennon, 50 to Pittsburgh.
This is Logan. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 58's the Mike. Block, the Mike. Record. That's the one.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Third and 15.
Quit talking about it and bring it. One. Nice 7, let's go.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 59. Mike's 3. You can't block me. 59's Mike. Check.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
One.
So that'll back him up 5.
We got this.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
That's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Mariota. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. We own them. Mike. 3. 59. I'm coming after you. 3. Check.
Again, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
25 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Brissett now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To throw is Brissett. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
On the ready. 58 for Mike. You ain't got nothing. Check. Lucky.
Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 20-yard line.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. One. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 59. Mike is walking. Mike to 59. I got 20.
Throwing on second down. Mariota. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
You better be afraid of me. Mike spot 9. Are you getting hit? Mike 59. One. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check three.
And that'll set them back 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One. Check 59. Mike is situation. Let's go. Three. 59. Watch the perfect. Mike 5'9", Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check 25. Check 25. Pick the edge. Come on.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. One.
Here's Mariota. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mariota to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They come out here in the eye.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twins. Watch twins. Shift.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rodney Anderson with 8 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Hopkins with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself...
And got his man complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is no good. He missed the field goal try, and they are out here in the wild card round. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left